You got that water. Halal HaWah.
Wow.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 12. The word of HaWah came to me, saying, Son of man, you dwell in the midst of the rebellious house, who have eyes to see but do not see, who have ears to hear but do not hear, for they are a rebellious house. And you, son of man, make for yourselves implements of exile, and go into exile by day before their eyes. Exile yourself from your place to another place before their eyes. Perhaps they will understand, for they are a rebellious house. Take out your implements, like implements of exile, during the day, before their eyes, then depart in the evening, before their eyes, like the departures of an exile. Before their eyes, tunnel through the wall and bring out your implements through it. Before their eyes, bear them on your shoulder. Bring them out in the darkness. Cover your face that you see not the ground. For I have made you a symbol to the house of Israel. I did so as I was commanded. I brought out my implements as implements of exile by day, and in the evening I tunneled through the wall with my hand. In the darkness I brought them out, bearing them on my shoulder before their eyes. The word of HaWah came to me in the morning, saying, Son of man, has not the house of Israel, the rebellious house, said to you, What are you doing? Say to them, Thus says HaWah. This prophecy concerns the prince who is in Jerusalem and all the house of Israel that is in the midst. Say, I am a sign for you. As I have done, so shall be done to them. In exile, into captivity will they go. The prince who is among them will bear his belongings on his shoulder in the darkness and go out. They will tunnel through the wall to bring out their belongings through it. He will cover his face so as not to see the ground with his eye. I will spread my net over them, and he will be caught in my snare, and I will bring him to Babylon, the land of the Chaldeans. Yet he will not see it, and there he will die. Then I will scatter all who are around him, his aside, his aide, and all his officers in every direction. And I will unsheath the sword after them. Then will we know that I am HaWah, when I disperse them among the nations and scatter them among the countries. But from them I will leave over a few men from the sword, the famine, and the plague, so that they may relate all their abominations among the nations where they arrive, and they will know I am HaWah. The word of HaWah came to me, saying, Son of man, eat your bread with quaking, and drink your water with trembling and anxiety, and say to the people of the land, Thus said HaWah concerning the inhabitants of Jerusalem on the soil of Israel. They will eat their bread with anxiety and drink their water in desolation, because their land will be desolate of all that fills it. In account of the injustice of all who dwell in it, they inhabited cities. They will be laid waste, and the land will be a desolation. Then you will know I am HaWah. The word of HaWah came to me, saying, Son of man, what is this parable of yours regarding the soil of Israel, saying, the days will draw out and all the visitors will become null? Therefore say to them, thus said HaWah, I will put an end to his proverb, and they will no longer say it is a proverb in Israel. Rather say to them, the days are near for the fulfillment of the word of every vision, for there will be no more vain vision nor smooth divination within the house of Israel. For I am HaWah. I speak whatever word I speak, and it is carried out. It will be delayed no longer. For in your days, O rebellious house, I will speak a word and carry it out. The word of HaWah. The word of HaWah came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, the house of Israel says, the vision which he sees is many days off, and he prophesies concerning distant times. Distant times. Therefore say to them, thus said HaWah, no longer will the fulfillment of all my words be delayed. The word that I speak shall be done. The word of HaWah. Halal HaWah. All praise our framer and our shaper. We are here to fight the fight, and we know that it is a frequency war, my nigga. Stay strong, stay vigilant, stay focused on keeping the code. Is how we break the spell, reverse the curse, and see clearly. 360, dragon, flit eye, perspective. All praise, our most high, ancient head of days, our breath of security. Ha, wah, allow. Dawada, wah, wah. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Coon. Shabbat.